Hey, what is going on guys, Green Jelly here, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today we have the second battle with the Delibird themed Christmas team. So if you haven't seen the first battle, make sure you go check that out. It was a good one. There was some crazy hacks in that, so yeah, make sure you do check it out. But today we got the second battle against Hold Tight Asni. So, it is, this battle could have been shorter, but there was even more crazy paralysis hacks near the end. So you just have to, wait and see. So without further ado, let's get into this battle. So I'm going to lead off with Santa, of course, as always, and he's going to lead off with his Kingler. So I go for the spikes just to get entry hazards up, and he's going to go for the agility. So now he definitely outspeeds me with that +2 speed. So as he goes for the liquidation and brings me down to my sash, I go for the destiny bond. So if he attacks me next turn, he'll go down. So obviously he's going to go for agility again, and this Kingler was becoming a threat with all these agilities. So I go for the freeze dry, just to try and get some damage on it, and it actually knocks it out, which is really good. Well done by Santa. So he's going to go into Vibrava, and I could have gone for freeze dry, but I thought, nah, this thing isn't really much of a threat. It can't really do a lot of damage to my team, so I'll just get up a layer of spikes instead of going for the freeze dry. So I'm going to go into Comet now, and he's actually got Defog, so I should have seen that one coming, and now I regret going for the spikes. I could have just knocked it out probably, or done a lot of damage with the freeze dry. So we're going to exchange Toxics, and it's going to become a Stalwart. Scald is doing a decent amount to obviously an Eviolite Vibrava. So, I'll probably end up winning that war, but he's actually going to switch out and go into Dasher. So Dasher's a reindeer that I don't have on my team, so it's good to see Dasher in battle. And I'm going to go for the Heal Bell to heal myself from the Toxic. Now he's going to go for the substitute, but I bring in Blitzen because he can't really touch Blitzen that much, but he reveals he's got the bounce. To be honest, I didn't even know that thing got bounce, so I was pretty surprised by that. Now the one thing I was hoping for was not to get a paralysis, and luckily he doesn't even land the attack. So I'm going to be able to get rid of his sub with a Lava Plume. So now he's going to switch out. He doesn't want to stay in, and I'm going to go for the Lava Plume on his Basculin, and I also get the burn, which is really nice. So now this Basculin's basically crippled unless he's special. So I'm going to bring in Comet here to take any of his water type attacks, because obviously I've got the Water Absorb, and he actually does reveal that he's special with Scald. So a bit strange there. And then out of nowhere he's going to go for the final Gambit and knock himself out. It does a decent amount of damage, but not really that much. Anyway, I think now he brings in his Grumpig. Yeah, he's going to bring in his Grumpig, and I'm going to switch out because I don't want anything to do with Psychic. But instead he reveals he's got the Future Sight, so that was pretty weird, but I didn't expect a Future Sight Grumpig. Maybe it's a thing, I'm not sure. I don't play a lot of PU. Anyways, I bring in Vixen. I completely lost track. He brings in his Vibrava to take the Thunder Wave, but I'm just going to Parting Shot out because I can't really hit Vibrava with Vixen very well. And Blitzen's going to have to take an Earth Power and a Future Sight, which brings it down to below half, which isn't very good. But Earth Power isn't doing a lot, so I'm going to be able to get off a Lava Plume and do some of my own damage, so that next turn Toxic's going to be able to knock it out. So I thought he'd stay in and just sack it off. So I went for the Stealth Rock, but he actually switched out into Grumpig again. So he's making some plays here that I didn't really expect, to be honest. There were a lot of things that he did that I wasn't expecting. So I'm going to go for the Toxic to try and to put this Grumpig on a timer, because if he gets too many Future Sights off, it could be very dangerous. And then I'm gonna go for the Lava Plume to do some more damage. Now he's going to switch out because he doesn't want to stay in and take Lava Plumes, and he's not really doing a lot with Shadow Ball. And I'm going to switch out as well into Vixen to take the Future Sight attack, because I didn't want Blitzen going down. Anyway, I'm going to go for the Iron Head and be able to knock out his Vibrava, so that was really nice there. So now the Stealth Rocks are permanent for the rest of the game. Anyway, he's going to bring in Grumpig, and I'm going to go for the Rock Slide to try and knock him out, but it doesn't, unfortunately, and he's going to be able to get off another Future Sight. So Future Sight is proving really dangerous here. I don't really have a lot to take it, so I'm going to Parting Shot out and go into Comet to take his Shadow Ball. So he does go for the Shadow Ball. Good thing he doesn't get a special defense drop. And he's going to get brought down to 1% from the Toxic. And then he brings out Energy Balls. So I really wasn't expecting that. And I'm just going to go for the Toxic in case he switch into the Swordsbuck. Anyway, we're both going to go down. I'm going to go down to the Future Sight, and he's going to go down to the Toxic. And now I thought, it's probably GG here because both his Pokemon are weak to fire. So, Lava Plume will be able to knock him out quite easily. And he's going to go for the Bounce. So, I was just hoping that I wouldn't get paralyzed here. As long as I don't get paralyzed, I can hit a Lava Plume. It's pretty much GG. But, of course, I get paralyzed. And then I can't move. So I thought, this would easily be his chance to, substitute spam until I get paralyzed. But instead he's just going to knock me out with a headbutt. So, because he knows that his Togedemaru isn't going to be able to touch me. So I'm going to bring in Vixen here because I don't want Drampa taking a bounce or Leafeon. And he's going to go for the bounce. I just go for the Thunder Wave. And he actually outsped me. So if he went for substitute, then I would have been in trouble. Anyway, he lands the bounce. And of course I get paralyzed, right? And then I can't move. So, this is going wonderful here. He's going to go for the substitute, and I go for the parting shot, but I'm going to be paralyzed again. So here, he's going to reveal that his last move is Leech Seed, and I don't want any of that. So I thankfully break through, and I'm going to be able to get a parting shot off. So I go into Drampa here because I remember Drampa has got Hyper Voice, and Hyper Voice passes through substitute. But he's going to go for the bounce, and he hits the bounce, and I'm like, please do not get paralyzed. Please do not get paralyzed, and I get paralyzed. But thankfully, I am able to move. I don't get paralyzed, I guess. And I'm going to be able to knock him out with a Hyper Voice. So his last Pokemon is Togedemaru, but I'm locked into Hyper Voice, so I switch out because I can just come back in later and use Fire Blast. And I go into Prancer because Suvali can't really hit Togedemaru, and I'm gonna be able to knock off his Choice Scarf. Anyway, he's gonna go for the Poison Jab, but I'm gonna be able to finish him off with a Breakneck Blitz. So that battle could have been so much shorter, but there were so many hacks there, so many paralyzed hacks. So it's pretty crazy, but I do end up coming out with a 37 turn win. So if you enjoyed the battle, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a jolly good day, and peace out, everyone.